actually paid dev work. I love it. Why is Tubin music playing? Because it's actually a better version of Tubin. Crappy, how about you take us on over to the game reveal? Everybody, we are currently doing a match for Losers Bracket Round 2, but why? In this round, the players were given a game specifically that may be good, maybe weird, maybe bad, but the biggest question is, why does this game exist? You know, I love being able to celebrate things that aren't just straight up bad, but the weird, the strange. So let's welcome on in our GM for this match, and hopefully I changed it correctly. Our dear Polk Kitsune. This is the correct person. Or non-person. This is the correct Kitsune. This is the right Fox being here. Yeah, we've got Fox in the house. Hello there.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing, Polk?
Pretty good, pretty good. So, but on this, I see you getting cheeky with it, but my heart shape goes to you.
Aw, wait, what goes to me?
My heart shape.
Your heart shape?
I'm excited for video games, okay?
I'm confused, but yeah, I'm excited for video games. Polk, good to have you. And Stream Hatman, thank you for the raid. Good to have you here. Yeah, Polk, I'm sort of excited about this because I know the franchise, but I don't know this specific game.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun. For you see, we here at the Buttwire Industries, we look at the butt end of the technology tree here, and at this point we look at our controllers here that everybody seems to love and adore, and we see this is not quite good enough here. We're looking at the other end. We looked at the very faithful mouse. And most specifically, the more extinct variation of the mouse that was based on the Nintendo 64.
Oh, okay.
And this inventor, you might say here, this modifier, has found a way to be able to use it in a fashion that was a little different than one might imagine. A lot of people are familiar with the game, but not quite with the way it's played.
Yeah. Oh, everybody is familiar with the game. Literally every... Like, I would be shocked if there is somebody in chat who doesn't know the underlying game.
It may not have been the first one in genre, but it certainly pioneered the style, and a lot of people will reference it for the years.
Yeah. So what do we have?
Today we have Mario's Point-and-Click 64.
Yeah, this sounds like a nightmare. Well, the players are gonna learn what Mario's Point-and-Click 64 is over the course of the next hour. Whoever makes the most progress takes the victory. We are judging based off of how many stars they collect. Whoever falls behind will be eliminated from Kusogrand8 because we are at that point where we chop, chop, chop. Yeah, some people are a little bit surprised. Yeah, is there anybody in chat who hasn't seen Mario 64 ever? I really am curious. Because if there were a single person in chat, I think I could make a safe bet. Like, I don't know, how much money would I want to put on the line for that? You know what? How much food would I want to put on the line for that? Gourmet cupcake, yeah. I like cupcakes. Those are good.
I'd be surprised.
Some of the kids don't know Super Mario 64. That's a lie. What child doesn't know Mario 64? But yeah, the players, meanwhile, are just chilling, getting ready for this chaos. Honestly, just sort of sitting on the emulator screen because... Wait, is this a... Question. Is this played on the N64 or what is it?
The engine is mostly N64, but this is the actual start screen of the thing. I was able to run the game on technically an emulator that runs N64, but the control's so wacky with it, we had to grab something else here to make it quote-unquote playable.
Okay, by the way, I see Okami hopping in here. Hello there, Okami. Is this your fault?
This is partially my fault, yes.
Oh, good.
Polk was messaging me about this. We had this on an episode of Retro Book Club, and Polk was like, this seems perfect for this round. So we were kind of working to make this work.
Well, good. Thank you for the help. I'm glad.
I'm sorry for the help.
Nah, never apologize. I don't have to play it.
You'll be fine. It's our contestants here that one of them will be eliminated because of this.
Yeah, that's okay.
Nice.
We're here for the trauma. Oh no. Yeah, we might be here for the trauma. Well, let me go ahead and turn up the audio. Odds are we're not going to hear anything until we actually hop into the game, so don't worry too much. But I think I'm just about ready for the shenanigans that are about to ensue. By the way, thank you so much, everybody who has subscribed and dropped bits, and the people who have sent tips over on PayPal, because we do give out over $2,000 worth of prizes, and it comes out of my pocket, and my pocket doesn't currently have $2,000 in it. That really helps.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, that's okay. Like, because we have a little bit of a staggered prize rate that we give things out for, like, I can usually survive. So let me go ahead and see if the players are ready to begin. Just so people know what would be appropriate for emotes to spam. Probably any Mario. Mouse
Mario,
pointers?
Mouse pointers, definitely menus. Windows might be also something.
Adjacent, since we're using mouse controls.
Yes, we are actually using actual mouse controls.
Pointers, mice, Mario's. Super Mario World sucks. That's also appropriate. It looks like both of the players are ready. So let's go ahead and get to spamming, chat. I'm doing the countdown. Spam your emotes. Best of luck to the players. And as soon as I see movement, I will start our timer. There are a lot of copies of Super Mario 64 in there. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
And here we begin.
Yeah, so you ever play those adventure games where, like, you click where you want to go?
Yes.
You know, point and click. But, you know, very standard point and click stuff. Yeah, imagine that in 3D space, and that's what we got here.
Yep. Every movement with Mario here is done with the left click. Pretty normal on that part. If you want to jump, you gotta go to an actual menu.
Yeah, you can right-click for a list of commands that you can do.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is going to be special. Now, both of these players said they are familiar with Mario.
Yes.
They have played Mario 64. It's been a while, but, you know, that's fine.
So what are the instructions the players have for this match? They're free to go wherever they want. It's just whoever has the most stars after an hour.
Progress is simply the number of stars. Whoever got the last star, if it just fly, would be the winner.
Yep.
Their controls, I decided to let them figure it out, and since you couldn't quite control how they could learn through the tutorial, I said, no tutorial, please, figure things out. They're both experienced, they played Mario 64, they actually got some idea what's going on.
Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, Liz is currently trying to do the Chain Chomp star, which is a decent one, like relatively close to the beginning of the stage.
It's usually the start people like to start with.
Yep, problem is that she trying to control this while you're being chased around a chopper. A lot harder when you gotta control every single moment of Mario. Aim where you gotta go with the log and then decide when to ground pound.
I mean, everything is mouse controlled, right?
Yes.
Yes. There's no keyboard controls of any sort in here. It's all just using the mouse.
That is great. So wait. If it's with an N64 emulator, how are they using a mouse?
Yep.
So N64 did have a mouse accessory.
What?
It's one that we never. It's the one we never did get over here because it was used with the Nintendo 64 DD, which was Japan only.
Yeah.
It was for like Mario artists and like a handful of other Mario artist sort of games. So the N64 does have an official mouse. It's just one that maybe not a lot of people have used.
Yep. And I did try to put this into a different emulator of it here, try to kind of make your mouse fit. But because it's meant to be controlled as if it was an analog control, trying to the mouse control it, even trying to put your regular mouse to it would feel as if it was an analog controller, moving your mouse away from the center moving direction and just speed in the direction rather than following your mouse. You have to use a different emulator for that here to try to make it go. And this was so much easier to do at that point. It feels like a mouse.
Now, considering that the game does stop everything that's happening when you right-click, I wonder if players by the end are going to be using that as sort of like a method of buffer.
Honestly, any sort of pause buffer that you have when you're trying to do tricky movement is great. And Lizstar has our first star. That one.
Liz managed to get Chain Chomp's Gate, a nice and quick one under normal circumstances. Bit of a tougher one, under the circumstances. That said, the one that Alopex is going for is a bit of a longer one, taking on a proper boss fight, even getting a throw in on King Bob-omb, so...
Yes. It is definitely longer, but definitely safer compared to trying to take on the Chomp Master.
Yeah, the Chain Chomp is legitimately kind of dangerous. However, as you may notice in Twitch chat, by the way, you can go ahead and use your points to bet who is going to be the winner, Alopex or Lizstar. Of course, both of them have been in Kusogrand8 for a long time. Lizstar, though, took second in the GDQ Kuso Live that we had this last marathon. She did absolutely fantastic. Lost to Author Blues in the finals there. It was a fantastic match, though.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Speaking of that, the final game was Barbarian for DOS, a Jeff game, and I'm going to race NPC in that on Tuesday, so get excited
that sounds
for...
like it'll be fun.
Oh, Barbarian's great.
I saw part of it. I saw bits and pieces of matches for the Kuso Live as they got uploaded. When I found out that Lucal was put in there, I had to watch that match as the person who gave it to Seth, and then Seth gave it to other people to play.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Enable... I love that they're like enable or disable certain things in there, probably because it would be a nightmare without that.
To give you that sort of precision. Because imagine like trying to do a wall kick manually with this control scheme.
And you can't really hold down the crouch button. You gotta have a toggle for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta require it.
The players, though, seemed actually pretty excited to try this out. So I wonder what Madman made this. That's my big question.
Let me pull that up. Actually, here it seems to be a fellow by the name of Ryonu and Simulated Cozies. Similarly, this was created for a ROM hack tournament called Simple Flips Troll Hack Competition.
Yeah, I remember this being like a simple flips thing. So, we already failed the rule for this round because we have a but why.
Oh, yeah, we already have the why. It was specifically as a troll competition. I love it. Hey, everybody else was probably wondering why, but we've got the answer.
Even if we have a reason for it, it does still fall under the banner of just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Look, we know there was a contest involved, but why did he go with that, and why did he feel like it's troll? Well, let's find out together. And Alopex got their first star.
Well, I mean, looking at the various hacks, this wasn't one of the highest rated hacks. It didn't win one of the prizes, but looking at the actual rating, it's got a highly positive rating, 9.03 out of 10. The winner of the competition had a lower rating. So, people genuinely thought this was a great troll hack, and I really appreciate that.
And also, very importantly, within the updates, it is confirmed by the author that all 120 stars are technically collectible.
Oh, I love it.
Someone should get on... I wonder if this has something like a retro achievement set or something adjacent to that. Because I know Mario 64 Chaos Edition has one where the set is basically just every star you get is an achievement. every star the 120 stars.
I believe that. I believe that.
So we're having a bit of a route divergence here. Alopex sticking with Bob on Battlefield. Seems to be going for the red coins. Meanwhile, Lizstar is jumping into Womp's Fortress.
Yeah, the red coins could get a little bit difficult because you have to fly in order to get some of them, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
You
No,
need
not
the
that.
You need the
but not
cannon,
flying.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I believe there's one on the floating island.
Yep, there's at least one there, so you do need to speak with the red bomb.
Oh, it's the
You see
flying
that?
through the rings that you have to... Yeah, Alopex unfortunately has not opened up the cannon yet, but...
I will honestly be impressed if one of the
my
racers
gosh.
gets far enough to far enough to even get the wing cap. Because let me hang on. Let me find a little bit of information here.
I appreciate the little accessibility thing that, or like the HUD UI thinking of slipping the power gauge up at the top left instead of the middle. That makes it a lot easier for people to actually see where they need to click. Oh, there we go. Alopex getting another of the red coins, but you gotta unlock the cannons.
Yeah, no choice.
Yeah, this is part of the reason why we did, or why you specifically gave them a version of the, or what was it? Oh my gosh. You asked what their experience is with the game because, you know, obviously people who have a decent amount of experience will know exactly where to go. And because both of them have played it, they have a better idea of what is necessary to do here. Ooh, Lizstar pulling off a backflip.
Ooh.
Exciting stuff.
Good crouch. Yep,
It's
there you go.
good. It's good. Okay. She got the jump. This control scheme is working oddly well for her. She's doing very, very well.
Getting turtles off the ground crouch proved at the beginning, so she knows
It
what's
does make
happening.
me wonder how much experience Liz may already have with point-and-click games in general. Because if you play a lot of those, then I could see that knowledge
I know.
helping you out here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Liz is too much of a fan of adventure games, but at the same time, you know, having a little bit more mouse control can be doable. And Liz, this is something that we also like to check with when it comes to accessibility. If people, Liz does occasionally have some issues with some 3D games, so you know we do like to be able to propose them, but also allow if this is something that is gonna have a very low frame rate that can cause issues. You know, it's not something that we'd want to give out. But yeah, Mario 64 is a known quantity to her, and because of that, she does have like, no, this game's not gonna make me vomit and die. So that is good.
And just about all the camera controls are done by you, nobody else. So the long jump will not clear that gap, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I also think so far Liz has been going for some of the faster stars. You know, Alopex got the Alopex might be changing plans. Was going for red coins, but seems to be going for Chain Chomp's Gate now, which is unfortunate that Alopex already took some time to try to collect red coins and is shifting gears.
Yeah, at the same time, if you don't know where the other red coin is, you know, if you only have one left, it might be a good idea to swap rather than, you know, just accidentally lose everything that you've done so far.
Not have that sunk cost fallacy.
And that is a potential problem there. It looks like the game has gone down. We'll see if it comes back.
It's back. Still with a star.
Alopex still has a star. I will let Alopex know that if needed, we will give bonus time at the end. Crashes are not something that are necessarily uncommon in Kusogrand8, but we will adjust if needed.
I assume that was a crack, because I could have also seen it being an intentional reset, yeah. Just decide to go somewhere else. Because Alopex was getting a bit low on health.
Yeah, it could have been
Either way.
an intentional reset. I'll check.
Just to make sure after all, and decided to
Yep.
shift the strategies and go to one's furthest too.
Yeah, and quitting out of the game is one of the fastest ways to get into another level, honestly, or, start and exit. But
Yeah, and
I don't know how that
how-
works in this game.
I don't remember how pausing works in this game, because normally the way
menu.
it works...
Right-click and go to menu.
Yeah, there's
Oh, there
an
you
option for the menu.
Yeah, normally the way it works in Mario 64 is if you pause, you can exit to the castle.
Oh my gosh,
this-
Recursioning, thank you for those 20 gift subs. That's going to be enough for a decent number of prizes, actually. Yeah, thank you so
Yeah.
much. Aw, you rock.
Thanks for paying for my prizes. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I love, I wish more speedrunning events were able to give out prizes. Of course, I'm not able to give out a whole lot, but it's a tradition that I really like that I've been able to do here, and I hope to be able to keep doing that,
And you've been able to quite do it. I'm still waiting for my bees, but I can wait.
Yeah, a lot of places I've done like competitions for. A lot of them are just for fun, which I'm honestly okay with. Although I did, there was the Gamer of the Year challenges that I did last year, and in like the last week or two, I got my trophy for that in the mail, so it's sitting back here now.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. Congrats, by the way.
Yeah,
Game of the Year
I've been
coming.
playing a little bit more in some competitions lately, and I really enjoy that. The PS1 Mystery Tournament at GDQ, absolutely fantastic. Caveman, if you know Caveman, he's the one who runs the tournament there. He hasn't done as much streaming lately, but that tournament, so much fun. Probably the most fun I've had playing in a tournament, and that includes Kusogrand8.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Even better than your own tournament. Guess you need to start taking
I did
notes.
better in the PS1 Mystery Tournament than I do in Kusogrand8. Come on.
And that is a tell.
Yeah.
And again, you can't really do a lot in the tournament if you're the one running it. Please don't your skills there, Captain.
I mean, you did used to compete in Kusogrand8 back before you did prizes on the regular.
I participated in one or two of them, but then, yeah, we started doing more prizes and sort of being like, yeah, the Game Masters, you kind of just get to be Game Masters. You're dedicated now. And I think that worked out for a lot of Game Masters. They're like, I'm tired of playing. I just want to make people suffer. As it turns out, though, our Game Masters end up playing the games way more than our competitors do. So it's
the things they never tell you before signing up.
the super
And then, of
secret
course,
way to make
there's-
more people suffer. Yeah.
And then, of course, there's always
Wow.
the GM bracket.
Liz has 5 stars already. This is going fantastic for her. Oh, unfortunately, yeah, I think Liz has figured out a lot more where to click and what to do in order to make Okay.
Yeah,
well, where to click in order to jump? Like, in order to jump off the platform, you technically have to click on the platform to show this is where I want to jump.
The game will not jump just as you're clicking for the jump button, but it will jump at the point where you're clicking where the arrow is.
Yep.
And it'll move with it. Same for attacking. Any kind of emotions.
Yep.
That's
You,
what-
Yeah, in general, I also like the stars that Liz is going for. In general, a bit better compared to the ones that Alopex is going for. Like, if I were playing this normal Mario 64, like with the normal control scheme, I think I would sooner go for the stars that Liz is going for versus some of the ones that I was seeing Alopex go for. Though it may eventually come
Alopex
to the
really
point where
needs to turn this camera. That's... Oh, there we go. Okay. This one is doable.
Yeah, so Alopex,
Gotta
I don't
change
think
that,
Liz had
yeah.
too much of a problem with fighting Womp here. So we'll see if Alopex can have a similar experience. Having a little bit of trouble nailing the jump. Although Liz has gotten yet another star, up to 6 now.
Yeesh.
Yeah, the difficult thing is that because the thwomp is so big, it's easy to accidentally click on him, and thus, jumping onto him becomes significantly more difficult. But there we go, we got a hit.
Yeah, here's the hit.
That's one.
Okay, good.
Makes me
This
imagine
approach is much better.
Makes you wonder what would happen if our players tried doing the classic trick with fighting the big Womp here of jumping, ground pounding to phase right through Womp, and how well that would work with something like this.
Well, let's get a Mario 64 speedrunner to try this out. We'll see what they do.
Yes.
Because I have a few friends who do 16-star runs, so I could send this their way sometime later and see how they handle this.
We've got to kill everybody.
Yay!
The point-and-click adventure continues, and Lizstar is going for
Liz
the
is going
slide.
for the secret slide.
Okay.
Good luck getting the time trial for this one.
Just has to tell Mario needs to jump. It's fine. It's easy, right?
Fortunately, the normal star for this shouldn't be too bad. Maybe take an attempt or two, but...
Whee! One thing to keep in mind, though, is that you do have the possibility of pause strats using the right-click menu, and that's something that Liz could probably keep in mind, because that will slow things down. Liz opting to go into the 3-star snowman zone.
Something that we also haven't really commented on, which is something I've seen a lot of Mario ROM hacks do, is there's no live system in this. You basically just have unlimited lives instead of just having the limited lives, because it's something you really didn't need in original Mario 64, because it basically just means you get kicked back to the start of the castle and you have to make your way all the way to the course that you were already on. So it was more just a time waste.
Now, I did check, by the way, with Alopex, and Alopex did not experience a crash. It was an unintentional quitting out of the game, so that can happen occasionally. But yeah, luckily it wasn't a huge loss of progress, I think. Okay, Alopex trying to talk to the pink bomb. As it turns out, conversations are hard.
Conversation skills are tricky indeed. They need to attack in front of the bomb, not in the middle of the bomb. You do not go into the middle of somebody's chest and try talking from there. It doesn't quite work that way.
Tails Firaga, thank you so much for resubscribing, and further, thank you so much all of the referees who are helping. We have referees who keep track of the progress and make sure that everything is fair and well balanced. The referees for this match are Not Elected believes all video games should have mouse-only controls. Yeah, try doing a rhythm game with only mouse controls. Ha.
I mean...
Guitar Hero, mouse only. Nakarashi long jumps off the cliff. Oh no! Redford performs a flawless BLJ using context commands. Wow. Toasty Henry Stoat, a right click is a right click. You can't say it's only a half. That's a good point. Well, thank you so much, referees. I appreciate your shenanigans. Oh no, Liz! The baby's gonna die! That's fine. Baby Penguin deserves death.
Anyway. Alopex is making a bold play going for the Koopa the Quick. Not hard to do normally, but when you're using point-and-click controls, might be a bit more of an issue.
Oh, yeah, the camera. Unfortunately, if you are behind the fence, you cannot click behind the fence. That's controls for you, everybody. Okay, now Koopa the Quick isn't that quick. He's kind of a slow boy. Are you able to use the warp on Koopa the Quick?
No.
Okay.
You use the warp, Koopa, it tells you at the end that you cheated.
Yeah, I was wondering, is it that or is it the cannon that Koopa the Quick complains about?
I've used the warp before.
Okay. Never mind then. I know there are circumstances where Koopa's like, you took an illegitimate route, I'm not giving you this star. I couldn't remember what the warp. I thought the warp was one of them, but I guess not. I know cannon definitely is.
Looks like it's probably gonna go okay though. Koopa the Quick
it's
coming.
Close race,
He's coming. It's going okay.
He's seeing up on you. It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Just gotta touch that flag.
Yeah, there we go. Koopa the Quick has been defeated by mouse controls. Fantastic. I love it.
Beautiful.
It's been a long time since I've seen a Koopa the Quick race that close.
Alopex is starting to catch up bit by bit. I know how some of the stars that Liz has over Alopex are some quick stars, like Chain Chomp's Gate, for example. Well, some hypothetically quick stars, anyway.
Okay, Liz trying to go for the warp again. Hopefully not going to walk off the edge. Okay, a little too far. You can warp with the baby. If I'm not...
Now remember where specifically you need to stand for the warp.
And
different broken bridge in general.
Fly away, Mario! Fly away to your doom. One thing to note, by the way...
So many of us have tossed the penguin out further down the cliff. Usually they don't toss themselves along with it.
I do not believe, Liz. What am I thinking?
What are you thinking, bro?
I don't know anymore. Oh, what? Oh my gosh, the cheat! Alopex!
Lucky!
Honestly, probably unintended cheat. But it didn't matter anyway, because Alopex cheated too much and got tossed out.
Oh yeah, the important thing I was going to say that I forgot, there is no life display here. I believe you have infinite lives in this ROM hack,
Yes.
which is very, very kind. Thank you so much, Trolly McTrollface, for making this and giving us extra lives. Liz, really trying to find that warp. I don't think it's quite that far. I think you have to back up a little bit.
I think it might be a different broken bridge. If it's not...
No!
It's 100% that broken bridge. It certainly is. Oh.
And W!
And we're gone. Goodbye, world.
Goodbye, Penguin.
This might be changing route now after that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the easy ones now, well, easy in quotations, I would say have been gotten down. Neither racer has gone for Jolly Roger Bay yet.
No,
access to that.
It is quote-unquote a little longer, but certainly safer. Just go for the chest at that point, the fourth star. I mean, the fastest one at that point.
I wonder if Liz is going to be going for a foot race with Koopa the Quick. Yeah, looks to be the case, which didn't give Alopex too much problem, so the same will be the case with Liz.
Alopex is going the long way with the Penguin, which is fine. Like, reliable progress is sometimes better than fast progress, and getting under those snowmen, very nice pointing, very nice clicking.
Yeah, always an important thing for mystery races, like, you can take, especially in a game like this, you can take the fast play, sure, but usually it's going to benefit you in the long run to take a way that's maybe a bit slower, but still consistent. Consistency is always the key, as we're seeing with Alopex, because Liz had a lot of problems trying to get that star going the fast way. Alopex had very minimal problems just taking the long path and got it pretty effortlessly.
So people are asking, how does this handle swimming? And I'm looking, and apparently context for the menu does change when it comes to swimming. It is doable. Liz using the warp against Koopa the Quick.
I can think
you can't just click on the location of where you want to swim around. There's a toggle in order if you want to jump out of the water once you hit the surface.
Yeah. Liz, by the way,
I can
doing really good.
You first.
Oh, she's been doing a good job of figuring out ways to get some of the classic Mario controls going. She did a backflip up towards the flag, whereas Alopex tends to just be rolling with the pointing and the clicking and not trying to do traditional Mario moves, which I think both strats are valid. I'm not sure which one is necessarily better, but I just love how different they are.
I mean, in my mind, I'm thinking like Liz's strat would be the better one with experience with it, but for just learning the game, I think Alopex's strat is better. So your mileage would vary on both.
Are you trying to get the ball? I'm concerned.
Oh no!
What? Oh my gosh! Alopex, you're alive! You're alive! Okay.
So I guess Alopex is going for wall kicks war.
We're gonna wall kick everybody.
Lizstar's heading into Jolly Roger Bay. I was wondering if they were gonna go for it because there's immediately in my mind there's an easy enough start to get. No, Alopex!
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. I would say, like, that was a fantastic jump that Alopex did. Terrified me, but that's okay. Fear is part of the human experience. It's part of the Mario experience.
I'm curious what star Liz is going to be trying to go for here in Jolly Roger Bay. If there's me in this race, the star I would be going for in Jolly Roger Bay, there's a star that you get in like a cove that you go underwater for where you have to deal with the 4 chests. In my mind, that's the easiest one to get of the group of stars. Yeah. There's also the eel that you can deal with, but as anybody who's played Mario 64 can tell you, baiting the eel is annoying. It looks like Liz is going for exactly the star that I was just talking about, and Alopex may do the same.
It looks like Alopex has found something in the water that I think was called something about the camera that seems to make the camera a little bit easier to control while in the water, which, if so, very good job by the ROM hacker for including stuff that like makes this playable.
Yeah, looks like Alopex is going for baiting the eel. Problem is now Alopex needs to try to get to the surface, which is
that may be
a little bit of a tougher one with the camera in its present form.
Now, I do want you to know that this ROM hacker known as Rionu online has made other ROM hacks like Desert Mario 64 2, aka Desert Bus 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They did a Spanish translation for Super Mario 64, which is cool. Other versions of Mario 64, like Treble in Paradise, I'm not familiar with that, but apparently it's a little bit more of a new player-friendly ROM hack. A widescreen version of Mario 64, Mario's Vacation Course. That sounds fun. That's got rave reviews, 9.44.
Oh no,
out of 10.
Alopex!
Oh no, that's drowning. We don't like that.
Yep.
Alopex got into the ship, but could not get to air fast enough and drowned.
Could not get oxygen.
Yeah,
You
good
have
to
to do the
see.
chess minigame.
Glad that we have some people old and new showing up in chat. You're all welcome here. We only have this one match today, but again, everything will be uploaded to YouTube. I gotta go upload a lot of old VODs from like the original first and second Kusogrand8. Thank you so much, Twitch. If you were actually a physical thing that I could kick in the face, I'm thinking about it. But you know, we'll go ahead and bypass or pass that up for now. Liz,
I'm so
doing
glad
a strangely good job with the red coins here. Very nice.
I mean, this is mostly a free star, the one that Liz is going for. Just may take a bit. It's red coins scattered all about here. It seems your swimming speed is generally a bit faster as well in this hack.
You also say that here, but I get a feeling that trying to aim for the middle ones while floating midair might be hard, since you can't just point at a point and go for it. You gotta aim when the far wall or try to guide Mario in the right direction to get them. It feels free, but it might not be that free.
Yeah. I'm just saying normally it's in easy star. You know, point and click, your mileage may vary, but Liz made it look pretty easy.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
So I think Liz is now hypothetically in position to be able to do like Bowser in the Dark World. I don't think she would want to, because that's a lot of effort for not even a star. And a lot of potential to die, a lot of tricky jumps to make. So I expect our players for the full hour are gonna be sticking to the 5 courses before the first Bowser stage.
Yeah.
Neither of them got into Big Booty's Haunt, which I don't think Alopex has enough stars to be able to go to. I think Liz does, though.
I don't know.
I don't remember the exact star amount you need to get into Big Booty's Haunt, but
Let's find out.
I'm pretty sure Liz has already passed that star amount. Usually when I play Mario 64, I just do everything I can in a course before going on to the next one, so I don't even think about star requirements, because I'm already well past that. Especially for ones that are unmarked. Big Boo's requires a key. It does not. I know it doesn't require the key because I've definitely done Big Boo's Haunt before Bowser 1. 10 stars apparently is what it requires. So Blizz can get one more.
We are getting the bubbles. Good, good. Drain that water from the boat. Get another star, Alopex. Now we are 33 minutes in. Liz has a very definite lead at this point. It can change, especially if Alopex struggles to. Oh no! Oh no! Alopex. No. Okay, Alopex, you can do this. You can do this. Well, we're gonna do it the long way, everybody. We're gonna do it the very long way.
You try. You
The
try.
very Looney Tunes failure right there on Alopex's side. Was trying to be at the top, just right next to the star, and then just kept sliding down more and more and more.
I love it. Oh no! Yeah,
this is some real
gonna
getting
be,
over it levels of garbage.
Benefati, eat your heart out.
This way.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, nope. Nope.
And Okami, double check. Seemingly, you need to have 12 stars. That's his Big Boo's Haunt in the original. You need 15 in the DS remake.
Okay.
But no, it is not available right now.
Well, it looks like Liz is going for Big Boo's Haunt at 10 stars, which is not there. So, yeah, Liz doesn't have enough.
Another appearing in this courtyard.
Yeah, I never really. Oh no, Alopex, no!
Ooh,
oh, I love this. This is so good.
What a difference control mechanism can make on a classic game.
No, it looks like the thing that opens up at 10 stars is the wing cap, because you can see the lights there to indicate that Liz can go to the wing cap. I don't think
Liz is going to go to the wing cap.
Yeah, it's going to almost certainly be a nightmare to control. There's not really an easy star you can get with the wing cap. So it just seems like in my mind, a waste of time. Maybe one of our competitors will disagree with that.
Alopex is up! Don't slide! Don't fall! Don't fall
back down.
Don't fall.
Okay.
Yeah, just jump.
Now jump
there we go.
Yeah!
That's what I'm talking about. Get that star, Alopex.
Got it!
Okay, Liz gonna try to jump on top of something.
Stop.
Liz is jumping.
I'm curious what star Liz is going for now in Womp's Fortress.
It's not the owl, so that might be the one that I need a platform with a cannon.
Either that or red coins is also a possibility.
She is trying to jump on top of the thwomp, which would imply going for the red coin up there.
Yeah.
I think that's not a twomp, that's a womp. Twomp
what?
is the big blocks.
Thwomp.
Who names these?
This is a thwomp.
Nintendo.
So yeah, the womps are the gray rectangular ones. The thwomps are these jerks.
Yep.
Okay, she's gonna do the backflip here. Probably. Well, that would have been a good choice.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she is
in
now.
In theory, a good play, and then she's still crouching.
I love it.
Which that might be exactly going for the backflip here.
Yeah, good way to do it. Oh. Yeah, there, she got it. She got it. Just don't slide to your death.
And safe.
Ah!
Well, safe enough.
Safe-ish. Oh no, Liz! Get out! You can do it!
Uh-oh.
Come on, Mario!
I believe there is a heart though, just past these jumps, so
Yes.
Liz can use that to refuel.
There are also coins everywhere, like
Mamma mia.
Also
Mario.
true. Like
Yeah,
if for some reason one of our players decided they wanted to go for 100 coins in one of these courses, Womp's Fortress would probably be the one to go for it in.
definitely easier.
okay.
Not Jolly Roger Bayfo.
No,
or
not Jolly Roger Bay. Absolutely not. I refuse.
No. Yeah, the coin limit on that stage is a horribad. It is impossible.
Yeah, I think the other... I think it's Dire Dire Ducks that has the strictest coin total. Not that we're going to see Dire Dire Ducks here, but...
Like Dire Ducks. I would love to see. There's probably a ROM
Isn't Dire
hack, but-
Dire
No,
Duck-
Liz,
Oh, no, Liz!
You got greedy.
Ooh.
Isn't Dire Dire Ducks just that,
It's ducks with teeth. That's what it is.
I was thinking that game that you use for the tiebreaker. Dire Dire Ducks.
Oh! You mean Quack?
Quack.
Yeah, Quack.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, while someone is saying cannon list for Liz, I do not believe Liz is going for that. Liz is trying to get the red coins at this point.
Yeah, Liz-
Alopex getting another star, though. We're seeing the gap close a little bit. This is really where the players need to think, what are the easiest stars to get? If there happen to be any stars that, like, Toad just hands out for free, those are definitely worth getting. And there are some of those.
That is back on the second floor.
It's
Yeah, there's
second
none of
floor.
those. There's none of those until you get to the basement, because the first one is there's a toad.
Gotta do some
just outside
BLJ
of
then, huh?
Pixie Maze Cave. Now, what I am worried about for Liz is, well, she's gotten 6 of the red coins now. I believe the remaining ones are in spots that one misstep means you could go flying to your doom.
There's a bunch of platforms at the very top that circle around, spinning over and over again. Yeah, that might be a bit.
I love
Not the
the
hardest thing to do under normal
attempt to
circumstances.
triple jump or to double jump to get into the fish tank. Liz did manage to get up there. Alopex having a bit of a hard time, but that is a fairly short star to get if you can get in there.
Yeah, I think Liz's method was doing the backflip to get up there. It looks like Alopex is going for like a double or triple jump.
Yep. And
Double
they
release.
just need to line it up a little bit better. Unfortunately, Alopex has decided to go elsewhere. That's fine.
Yeah. I don't know if Alopex has tried Secret Slide. I know Liz did earlier.
Yeah.
And
Alopex did
immediately
not.
decided that Secret Slide Star is not for me.
Yeah. What's great is that Alopex is opting to go for a slightly different way. Oh my gosh. Come on, Mario. You can do this.
I think what Alopex needs to have happen is that, and then
Turn this way. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
We got the cannon open for Alopex. Which means Alopex might be going for red coins again, and ended up abandoning that idea before due to...
Before doing that, there is actually a star straight up on the island that you can just grab and just
That
need
is
10.
also true. Could go for that, and it's not too hard to land on the island if you know what you're looking out for. Like, there are markers. Usually when I play the game, you can use the clouds to line yourself up.
Yes.
But we'll see if that works well for Alopex. Not gonna reach the island from that cannon, though.
Yep, you have to go to a different cannon. That's okay. Alopex is going the correct direction here. Again, you can jump in order to get on top of those moving platforms, but just taking the slow route of the ramps might be faster than actually, like, jumping.
You might be bored of this one.
Yep, we appear to be going for red coins once more.
Yep.
I wonder if, since Alopex is still early on in this, if Alopex is going to abandon red coins when they remember that there's a star up on this island. Yep, looks like Alopex is... Well, Alopex was aiming in the right general direction to land on the island. Having a moment, though, with aiming.
Yep.
But does get onto the island. It looks like it's going to be going for the red coin that's here. Up in the tree.
Over the pole.
That's it. Good, good.
Yeah, Liz is saying, am I unable to kick in the air with this control scheme? And all I'm saying is, it's been confirmed that all stars are collectible in this. That is what I'm...
Chat's saying that there's a kick dive option while in the air.
If you are in the air, yeah, things are very much context dependent. If you are swimming, there are swim controls. You just got to right click at the right time.
Yeah, but it's fine because Liz got all the red coins anyway, even without knowing that. And gets her 11th star.
Jesus. She might get the Big Boo's haunt. She might get a mansion out of this whole deal.
Yeah, 1 star away. So it's going to be a rough climb at this point for Alopex, having to get, at this point, 6 stars, and that's assuming Liz doesn't get another one in that time frame.
Yeah, that's a tall order. With that said, Alopex may be getting the last red coin in just a second if the camera behaves. Welcome to the battle. There we go.
That's all 8. Just needs to go collect the star.
Yep. Is this the one they have to get in the cannon to go get, or is it in the middle of the field?
It's in the field.
Ah, okay.
It's easy enough to get to the star spawn point.
It's been a hot minute since I've played it.
Oh no, Alopex is gonna do a long jump but got interrupted by a bubble.
I hate bubbles. Enemy of Mario.
Frickin' bubbles.
Still gets the star. That would have been very sad if Alopex died to that at that point. That would have been very depressing.
The worst.
Okay, Alopex saving and quitting to go back outside. That is fair.
Interesting.
I mean, yeah, players are welcome to do whatever strategy they think is the best. Could have also been a misclick, but I mean, it's fine. It's gonna work out. How many clicks per second do we have here? Like,
that is a good question.
Looks like Liz is going for the cove, or is just...
Yep.
Not Liz already got the star.
She just got the few sticks. Trying to kiss the eel.
Yeah, this star, which we saw Alopex get earlier in a very comedic sense. We'll
okay, let's see if we get to laugh at Liz.
I hope so.
Okay, Liz got electrocuted. That's not why we're laughing. I mean, that's kind of funny.
Electrocution is serious business, yo.
Indeed.
Yeah, okay, she won a little bit of air. Yeah, to be fair, better to take a little extra time and not die. Nope, that's not the correct chest. Yeah, nope. Again, welcome to... When you have a game that people haven't played in a long time, they're going to forget the order of things. Alopex did remember, and because of that, it was a little bit easier. Yeah, not going to collect the bubble, but that is fine.
Yeah, it looks like Liz is has the order here.
Okay, but can you get up in time? That is the real question.
Shouldn't drown at the very least. Okay, gets up and stays on the platform.
Liz.
Nice and clean.
Very nice. Yeah, extremely solid job by Lizstar there, getting another star and moving further into the lead here.
So in range now to go to Big Boo's Haunt should she wanted to make that play.
Should she desire to see a ghost? Who doesn't want to see a ghost? Huh? I think ghosts are freaking awesome.
Would you smooch a ghost, bro?
Yeah.
He would.
Yeah.
You know, it's...
We've been over this. I don't know with you if we've been over this with you, but for sure. I mean,
who would want to smooch a ghost?
It might also depend on the ghost. Like if they're kind of slimy, like as long as it's not like disease-ridden slime. If it's just ectoplasm, it's fine.
I was gonna say, would you smooch Slimer from Ghostbusters?
I'd smooch Slimer. It'd be fine.
Okay.
I know that it's relatively safe. Nobody who's gotten slimed in Ghostbusters had diseases from it, okay?
Well, I'm very fascinated by the play that Liz is making here. Going for can the eel come out to play?
No Slimer-transmitted diseases here. Okay, yeah, lure the eel out. See if you can get...
I don't know. It sounds like Slimer would have gingivitis.
Okay, I was worried about Alopex accidentally sliding off, but no, it looks like we are fine. That is another star for Alopex.
Yeah, it didn't take too long either. So Alopex is maintaining. The main thing is like Liz got stars a lot faster than Alopex, but after a bit, like they both been keeping pretty good pace with each other. Just Liz caught on to this game a bit faster, and because of that, got a much stronger lead over Alopex. Does not, unfortunately, Eel does not want to play with Liz.
Now, the thing is, Alopex is having a really good late match push, which occasionally you do see people who have more reliable late game pushes. In Kusogrand8, some people have more reliable early game pushes. I'd say the most notable of the late game pushers that we see is Reign of Soten, who habitually is behind for the first half of the match and then takes first. It's happened many, many times, and that's just the way that works best for him, and that is fine. So,
like, I know you've mentioned that multiple times about Reign.
Yeah.
I've only fought Reign once in Kusogrand8.
And Liz is trying to secret slide again. Can she do it?
Looks like she's trying to click backwards to slow down Mario, make Mario a little bit more controllable.
If you're not going for the fast star, that's probably fine, but the camera...
definitely the problem with this is the camera. Because the camera is not centering behind Mario, so having to control Mario's movement while also having to control the camera is not a great time.
No, this is the case when Rage Rogers just shove off the slide and praise your luck and going down further into the slide. Might be hard to control, but might be possible.
And Alopex gets bonked.
Bonk.
But looks to be trying to get the cannon star here in Whomp's Fortress. Would be a quick one to get if Alopex can land the shot.
Yep.
It'd be a great cannon event.
Yeah, Alopex's cannon event. Getting the cannon star in Mario's point and click 64. Lands on the island.
Okay, go down. Very nice. And Alopex getting another star. Just got to get that jump. We're 9 to 12. The gap is closing. Yeah, everybody's overrated store. Nobody goes there anymore.
It's starting to close, but if Liz is going for the star, I think she's going for it. She's going to have another star very shortly here. Going for the star on the island.
Whee!
Which is one that I don't think Alopex has gotten, to be fair. So that's another one that Alopex could go and get.
They went to the island, grabbed the red coin, left the star there completely unattended.
Yeah. Yeah, so like there's a number of stars that I could think of for Alopex to go for that are in theory short stars to get to help Alopex catch up to Liz. Whether or not Alopex will go for those is another question, especially in the 8 minutes we have left of the match. But we'll see.
Yeah, Liz is saying in Discord, my childhood strategy there still works. Aim for Goofy's eyes.
That's exactly what I do as well.
Goofy's in the sky?
There's a cloud in the sky that looks like Goofy, and if you aim for his eye, you'll land on the platform. That's what I used as well.
I mean, with a previous point.
I remembered like the exact spot where I needed to aim, but I never associated it with Goofy.
You just need to remember this.
Oh my gosh. Always a soundboard.
Wonderful.
Well, with 53 minutes down, we only have 7 minutes remaining. As soon as the hour hits, the match is done. Occasionally in the past, when we have had matches that are sort of like that, we've offered overtime if they are tied at the hour. That hasn't been offered for this game, but it's something that
Here, bro. Here, I sent
fun.
you something over Discord. That's the Goofy cloud we're talking about.
How is it Goofy? Oh, I guess I see. It looks like Goofy after going through, like...
We'll probably see here on Liz's
combine or
screen a bit
something.
here. Yeah. A bit abstract, but you can definitely you can still see the correlation and aiming for Goofy's eye.
Yeah, I can see it.
You can see his mouth. And
It just really concerns me. I don't like it. Like, Goofy has had better days.
I mean, Goofy has been Goofy
Alopex
after all.
almost!
Goofy is fine.
Someone says it looks like an NES game Goofy. It looks like a Game Gear Goofy.
It's like the Goofy from Mickey's Magical Adventure.
Ooh, Alopex is playing with a bit of fire for the star, because normally I break away the, like, my case goes over the star.
Death, baby.
Yeah, because what I do is, and it's what Liz did earlier, is break away the wall and then walk up to the star instead of trying to fire to the star. I respect
Longer
the
but
hustle.
safer. Yeah, but they're also a little short on time, and you might as well just make a quick push.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can respect it. It didn't work out, but that's fine. Like,
But you another try to go back to the jump.
yeah, I do think that, like, taking the long route around, like, Alopex has done quite a bit,
Yeah.
would have been possibly a better option.
Yeah, I think Liz has got a better handle on the controls and thus how to use some of the like normal shortcuts, like doing like a backflip to skip part of a stage, like in Womp's Fortress, getting up to the area with the water and the cannon very early on instead of taking this roundabout route that Alopex is currently on. And being able to get a handle on stuff like that can definitely save you some time on a number of stars, which
Indeed.
really played to Liz's benefit here.
Liz has been doing backflips, the crouch flips. It's just a bit more of the more classic techs.
Also,
Yeah.
something that chat's noting, Alopex never enabled crouching to do backflips.
It's
Yeah.
true. Liz doing the slow crawl up to the coin. I love it. Oh, old school strats, everybody.
It's a strat, folks. Yeah, because I think Liz is starting to like run out of stars that she wants to go for. She might want to go for one in Big Boo's Haunt, since she has that open to her, but I don't know if she does because she went there earlier thinking it was open and it wasn't.
Well, which one would be?
Maybe after this star, she'll go for it. But let's see. Let's see what she decides to do. Uh-oh. Alopex,
Yeah,
fire.
And that's the thing, Polk, that you're mentioning. Like, I don't know what star I would go for in Big Boo's Hunt. There's like
All of them.
in my mind, I would think like
Yeah!
going.
Nice.
Alopex gets another star.
Fantastic.
But in my
job.
mind, I'm thinking like getting the bookcase where you like, because that's hypothetically a fast one to do if you're playing with normal controls. Doing it with these controls is no.
I think for
It's
you
not the
would
fast
need to
way.
have the first one.
Looks like Liz is going for Secret Slide, which is honestly the best call, I think, for the stars that Liz still has that she can get, because throwing attempts at is pretty fast. The other good one by proxy that would probably be the slide in Cool Mountain, because both those are very fast. It's unlikely
gotta use the right
she'll
click,
get them, and yeah, it's unlikely she's gonna get them, and I think she's come to that conclusion as well. But like, as a short one to throw attempts at, although Liz is doing good in Secret Slide, in fact, is
And she's good.
yeah, she's in the clear front, so that's gonna be yet another star for Liz.
Indeed. She said it's
Very
so
nice.
earlier with the camera, get into a position where she could control it all the way through.
Oh no, Alopex I think is trying to do
Oh
trying to
boy.
get a wing cap.
Oh, do it. Do it.
It's already hard enough to do just in normal. Imagine like this. Ooh boy.
Look into the light. Yes, there we go.
Dang.
Alright, let's see how much of a nightmare this is for Alopex.
Okay, okay.
Well, camera's already a fun time. I can see that immediately.
Oh,
It's
this is
neither of the red
perfect.
coins.
Okay, he's just gonna fly away. That's
And
fine.
it works out.
Look into the light. I'm so glad that they have a right-click option to do that. Okay.
Yeah, as has been said on a few occasions already, a lot of the stuff here is context sensitive.
Yep.
Oh yes.
Fly to the void. I didn't know that you could leave the level by just flying straight.
Yeah, neither
Oh,
did I.
you
This
did
is,
it.
that's a new one to me.
Uh-huh. Maybe you change the flight control just to make sure that nobody goes off into space.
Well, with 1 minute to go, I think it's a safe call. Who's going to be winning this match? But let's see if I can get higher stars. No, there goes Liz.
Yep, you never know in Kusogrand8 if there's some weird thing that can happen, but at the same time, in my theory, you never stop playing until time is called,
There we
because
go.
you might be able to just make a tiny bit more progress. Again, Lizstar and Alopex have no clue how close they are to each other, so if they can figure out anything here, if they can figure out any strategy to get another star, they should give it a shot.
Looks like Liz might be capping off this match with getting the wing.
Yeah.
Who would have guessed? We are done with this match of Mario's Point and Click 64. Alopex with 10 stars, but Liz with 15, giving her the victory, and I'm gonna welcome them in to come and chat if they so desire. They, based off of the difficulty of this ROM hack, at least the rating that it has, I might have expected this to be more
Oh yes. But then you would do doing
I
a
didn't
lot
expect
here.
them to do this well. How about that?
It may be something you'll have to try for yourself later, bro, just to see how it controls.
Yeah.
Well, I see an
Yeah.
Alopex
It
popping
looks
in
like
here, and a
Liz is
popping
here
in
as well. Hello, both of you.
Yay.
Welcome.
Hello.
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 That was fun.
Did I hear Alopex there?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, okay. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, well, as for the results, in second place is Alopex with 10 stars. Liz knocked this out of the park with 15 stars, blowing my mind and absolutely doing a fantastic job. What was interesting to me, though, was especially your hustle there in the last 20 minutes or so, Alopex. You were making a lot of progress.
Indeed. You
Yeah.
were catching up at a pace.
I felt myself really slowing down at the end because I was like, what do I have left? All the 8 coin stars? I don't even know where those are.
Yeah, Alopex started with some of the longer ones.
Yeah, I made the mistake of going for some of the long stars at the start because I thought it would be easier to do, but still took a long time.
Well,
But that did mean in the back half you were starting to catch up because you were doing a bunch of the shorter stars that Liz had already done by that point.
yeah.
Yep.
and-
Also, there's a fun point to try to go for a big boost hunt. That unlocks at 12 stars.
Oh, I thought it was 10. Oh, man.
No.
No, it looks like
no,
10
you
was
can go
the
visit the
was
ghost
the wing
now.
cap.
Okay,
Yeah,
I could go now.
since you both jumped into it right at the end, what did you two think of the wing cap?
I
my
was
God.
horrible.
That's horrible. you said in chat, quote, "It has been confirmed all the stars are collectible in this."
Yes.
I don't believe you.
Yes.
Not with
The
that.
maker of the game has made guaranteed all 120 stars are technically collectible.
Technically, so task.
I mean, if a task can do it, why can't you? You know?
You know
I mean,
what?
yeah, Mario 64 speedrunners are insane, so they could probably do it too.
Oh,
How
one.
about some backwards long jumps?
Yeah, I'm curious if those are at all doable, but that's something that I can look at later. One thing as well, like there was a significant difference in the way that some of you, or that both of you approach certain obstacles. I saw Liz like trying to play a lot of the Mario levels the way that you would play them in Mario 64, whereas Alopex sometimes went the long way around doing stuff because it was easier than trying to jump. And
Yeah.
I think that both of those strats were valid. They both worked out for you individually.
I tried
thing-
doing a lot of like tricks and things, like in the first star, I was like, I wonder if I can backwards like flip jump, and I could, and I'm like, good. And I tried it again and failed it like 8 times in a row, so I decided to not do that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I did that a couple times. Like I tried to jump up to the red coin in Bomb on Battlefield on
Yeah.
the slope, and then I was like, oh, no, this isn't gonna happen like ever. And then
I tried going down there and catching it, but I was like, screw this, and I just like set the crouch because I knew you could crouch walk up there because that's what I did as a kid, and then I just like looked on Blue Sky to see what was going on because it took like 2 minutes to get up
It
there.
works.
Yeah, I do have to say one thing that helped Liz out a lot was figuring out a right-click crouch. Because if you jump from that position, you do the high backflip. That's how she got into the fish
The
tank.
aquarium.
Yeah, the aquarium.
Oh
And Alopex was trying to do a double jump to get up there. Almost lined it up right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it
I'll
was,
be honest, without a Z button, I forgot that you could do that somersault.
oh,
Yeah. Liz also got the last few red coins in Womp's Fortress the hard way instead of, kicking the thing. So
How are you
things are context sensitive. Did you ever try right clicking while you were in the air after a jump?
Yeah, every time.
well, if
And you didn't see a kick command or an
No,
attack command?
should
Well,
be.
Kick/dive. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Full
I mean-
clarity.
Well, it worked.
The way I beat the big swamp was jump ground pound like
Yeah.
normal. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, both of you did fantastic here. Liz just, got an early lead and figured out, I think, some of the controls that worked out a little bit more reliably for her. And I think that's really what gave the victory. It wasn't like Liz just did much, much better than expected. I think you did better than I would have done, Alopex. Like, this is hard.
I'll be real. Another thing is I was really enjoying myself. This was actually fun.
Yeah.
It's a neat take on Mario 64.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cute.
so
Like
weird.
it kind of sucks, and I have this thing where like if there's like super fiddly controls that are hard to control, it gives me a migraine. So I was getting a migraine in the middle of it, but I was still having fun. It was helping me push through.
Okay. Yeah.
This is your missing subtleties of an analog controller and buttons.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to, cause you to have too much pain, so definitely take a break after this and such.
I'm gonna lie down.
Yeah, Alopex, what do you think of the of this overall? What do you think of this specific mod?
I think it's a neat idea and would definitely be fun to like play as like a challenge thing, but I definitely would not try for 100%.
Oh yeah.
Yoshi will not appear.
Yeah. Well, again, thank you for Simple Flips hosting the competition that this came from. It was a troll ROM hack competition, and I think that it's fantastic. With that said, unfortunately, we do have to eliminate one of you today, and Alopex, you are eliminated from Kusogrand8. Of course, we do have the tradition of asking for your last words to put on your tombstone, so do you have any last words?
Yeah, I've thought about it. Oops.
Oops.
Classic.
That
My
sums up
philosophy.
a
Oops.
lot of Kusogrand8. Well, remember to hit me up. I've got $10 of Steam gift card to give you, as well as the movie Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Those Martians had it coming, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the movie, so yeah.
Oh, really?
I do have it coming.
Yeah.
I
take
mean,
that,
it's a classic
Martians.
Mystery Science Theater, so.
Ta! I actually haven't seen it myself, so I'm gonna have to fairly soon. But yeah, thank you again for all of those gift subs and other subs that we had. Let's do a few plugs. So, Alopex, is there anything you'd like to plug?
I can't really think of anything on my own. I do want to plug reaching out to those that are around you that might be having a difficult time. There's a lot of stuff going on right now and there's gonna be a lot of people that get lost along the way. So if you know someone that could happen to them, please reach out to them.
Yes, for sure. And everybody, like, I do want to reassure you that if you're part of the community and you're having a bad time, you can always reach out to me. Like, if I'm not doing Kusogrand8, I'm probably still at my computer most of the time anyway. So, I might be a bit slow to reply to you, but I will talk. I would definitely be down for that. What about you, Liz? Anything you'd like to plug?
I feel like a goofball following up that heartfelt.
Yeah, I kind of made it.
It was like, oh yeah, you
No, I appreciate, like, even though it's serious,
It is,
like,
yeah, and I
serious
agree.
doesn't have to be unfun either. Like, it, you know, there are hard times, but let's make them better. Let's do it.
If I can, I guess I recently got full developer on retro achievements, so I've been working on achievement sets, and there should be a Snolf set coming out soon for retro achievements. If anyone here uses retro achievements, look forward to
Oh,
that.
Snolf. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, let's go whisper in Dowolf's ears when that releases.
I used his speedrun as reference.
Oh, perfect. Well, great. Congratulations on being a full dev there, Liz. That's great. Okami and Polk, anything you want to plug before I let you go?
You start, Polk.
Alright, my music of the new games found on Saturday and Tuesdays. We play a few different kind of series. And later on, because going to be streaming, I'll be probably opening over there too. But I believe, Okami, you've got some a bit of a bigger celebration happening later on.
Yeah. For those who don't know me, hi, I run Retro Book Club, and we make each other play games. The game you just watched for the past hour was one such game we've had on here before. And both of you actually did pretty... I was pulling up my VOD from when we played this during the race, and you both did pretty good because after half an hour playing this, I had 4 stars. So, you did good. But
Yeah.
this upcoming week marks the 5-year anniversary of us starting the show, and at the end of each year, we have a big old gauntlet. So if you've seen the Kuso gauntlets here, we're gonna be having something pretty much like that next week. That's open to anyone and everyone to join. 10 challenges in 10 games that we've had over the past year.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Well, thank you so much. And Retro Book Club has been fantastic when I've watched it, and I'm glad I've joined. Hopefully I can join again sometime in
Yes,
the nearest
please.
Get
future.
back in the Discord, bro.
Yeah.
Am I not in there?
Come on Friday. We're ready.
Okay, I just gotta remember. Someone yell at me. Hey, and as for me, again, we've got Kusogrand8 tomorrow. I'm also gonna be on Arcade Pit tomorrow night after Kusogrand8, so feel free to stop on by there. I'm working on Magpie. Hopefully a release by March 1st. It might be a little bit later. We'll see. Also working on another game and actually getting paid to do that, so that's gonna be good. And what else? Oh yeah, I'm doing commentary for a GDQ event coming up this next weekend. Speed Dawns, the French speedrun marathon. I am doing the English restream commentary for Spiro, so that's what I've got going on. So make sure you come and enjoy. Now, question. Do we have a good raid message for today? Anything?
Shoot Goofy's eye.
Yes,
Look into
right,
Goofy's eyes. Look into
Yes.
Goofy's eye.
I'm glad you used that exact thing, because I use that same strategy, Liz.
Yeah, it works. It's I
It's
just
effective. Go figure.
It's
I did not see some YouTuber using it and like, yep. I
Yeah.
can hear the scream in the distance.
All right, we're gonna
It's right
do
there.
this raid. We're raiding our friend Joe D'Amelio, who's doing Super Castlevania 4 because he's been doing that for a lot of his life. I've got other things that I need to do, like get ready for the restream when it comes to GDQ's French restream of Speed On. So I will see everybody later. Take care, friends. Bye.
Take care.
See ya.
See ya.
I
See
Bye.
ya.